Hey everyone, so I have another vegan teaching video as always, and we have a crazy one here, alright? And this says vegans don't sign your organ donor card. So yeah, let's see what this walking skeleton has to say. I mean, the only reason I'm saying this is crazy because I've seen parts of this video and basically she kind of worry about to see what's gonna happen.
Are you signing your organ donor card? You know, the one that says that you agree to, after you die, donate your heart or your lungs or your eyes or a kidney to somebody who needs them. Doesn't that sound like a beautiful thing? I mean, you're going to be dead anyway, so you don't need them, right? So it seems like the right thing to do, to donate your organs, to help somebody, to give them sight, to give them a new lease on life. I used to sign it all the time. And as a nurse for 25 years, I used to tell everyone, yeah, of course you should sign your card. Why wouldn't you? We need a great society that cares for one.
You don't even make society good, vegan teacher. What the fuck you talking about? The world would be, I hate to say it, but since she sent a death wish on Sniper Wolf, I'm just gonna say this to vegan teacher. I'm not trying to sound like a dick or anything, but vegan teacher, the world would be safer without you. I hate to say that, but the world would be safer without you. So if you get mad that if you get all mad or upset or whatever that I sent a death wish on you, now you know how other people feel. Not feel the. Well, you know what I meant.
But then I became vegan, and I realized that the vast majority of you are evil people. And I don't especially care if you keep living. So, if I die, if I'm in a hospital somewhere, no, you can't take my heart. You can't take my eyes. You can't take my lungs or my kidney. I don't want you to take my organs, get out of that hospital bed, and walk straight to McDonald's or Kentucky Fried Chicken and pay for the rape, torture, confinement, and murder of innocent animals who never did a single thing wrong to you. Why the fuck would I want you to keep living if you are such a cruel person? Now, vegans, on the other hand.
Well, first of all, she says people are evil because they eat meat, but look who's evil. Technically given a death wish on 99.9% of the planet. Second of all, who would want your lungs and organs and shit? Like, your lungs are probably full of vegetables and all this vegan shit anyway. So in your heart is probably small because you know, your skeleton. Who would want your eyes too? They're ugly anyway. So, yeah.
You are welcome. Dig in. If there are vegans around and you need my eyes, take them. Because you guys are there on the front lines trying to protect these animals. You never get a single word of thanks from them because they're off to the slaughterhouse.
Well, if animals were actually saved by these crazy animal rights activists, they wouldn't come up and just say thank you, because the animals don't talk.
Being murdered, being shoved into gas chambers, like the Jews were in World War II. That's what they do to the pigs in this.
Stop comparing World War II to fucking nowadays, you bitch. I was gonna say no one cares, but technically people do, but stop comparing that shit. Stop comparing real life things to what happens to animals. Stop.
Industry. You know, it's a real shame that we have a world like this, but that's what it's come to. So, the truth is, though, we can't separate the vegans from the non-vegans, right? You either sign your card and agree to give your organs to everyone or anyone or nobody. And because the vast majority of people are not yet vegan, that has to be my choice. It's unfortunate. So the next follow-up is, what about if it's somebody in my own family? What if it's somebody in my family who's not vegan yet? not everyone in my family is vegan yet. So let's say somebody
I mean, so what if they're not? What if like okay? So what if they're not vegan?
in my family needs one of my kidneys to survive, or some bone marrow of mine. Well, you're gonna think to yourself, well, of course she's gonna donate to her own family because she's completely inconsistent. She will have one rule for those people and another rule for her family. But you'd be wrong. No. If somebody in my family is dying and needs my kidney or needs my bone marrow, they can't have it. Not unless they're vegan.
That kind of makes her a bitch because like, don't you care about your family though? You're a bitch for saying that. Like, come on. And if I knew someone in the family that wasn't a vegan and they needed to, like an organ or kidney or whatever, well, I have one kidney, so probably I don't know. I would have to decide on that. And I don't know why I'm talking about problems or whatever, but hopefully you know what I'm getting at here. But like, if that person needed my organs and bones or whatever, I would give them that. So, yeah.
Now you're gonna say to yourself, well, they're not yet vegan, but maybe they'll promise to be vegan after. And that's a different story. So let's say somebody in my family needs my bone marrow or needs a kidney, and then says to me, look, I'm really sorry. I was such an asshole. All those years that you asked me to be vegan, all those years that you were on social media trying so hard to help these innocent animals, and there I was just munching away on all these different animals, and I didn't give a fuck about you and I didn't help you. But I'm really, really sorry now, Katie. I'm so sorry. So please can I have your kidney or your bone marrow? Do you know what I'd say then? Okay. You know why? Because I believe in forgiveness.
So she only cares about giving like that person like her bones or whatever. But if they're not vegan, she's just like, yeah, fuck you, get out of here and blah blah blah. She said, what the fuck? So fucked in the head, I swear to God.
I believe in forgiving people. And if somebody can promise me that they will change, I'm gullible enough to believe it. Yeah. So that's what my husband says. He says, you know, you're optimistic to a fault. And
wait, your husband, didn't you guys get married the other day, like 1 or 2 days ago? She just got married like yesterday or the day before, probably 3 days ago. Yeah, she's like calling him her husband. I mean, I don't know. Oh, wait. Whatever, it's confusing. I'm pretty sure he proposed or she proposed and then... Yeah, but they did get married. Yeah, the court or whatever.
I don't know how I feel about that, because I feel like so often I see the world as being such a terrible place. I mean, it's just a fact. But I still hold hope.
I mean... She's not really wrong there. The world is a terrible place, but like you have to realize too that not everyone is horrible people. Not everyone is horrible people.
Because there's always people every day who write to me and say, Miss Katie, I used to hate you. And I used to just be so mean to you and put all these meat emojis all the time. And I even threw an egg at your house. And then I realized that you were right. Because I finally watched those documentaries and saw what was going on. And I am so sorry. That's what they say to me. And you know what I say? It's okay. The important thing is that you're where you are now. You finally got there. So in conclusion to all of this, don't sign your organ donor card if you're vegan. But do keep open for people in your family who agree that they're going to change in the future. Because if somebody's able to look you in the eye and tell you that they're going to change, we have to. We have to be open enough to believe them. Anyway, that's how I feel right now. How do you guys feel? I can just see the comments right now just saying what a bitch I am, how mean I am, but think about it. Think about it honestly, logically. Why would you want one person to survive and then thousands of innocent chickens, cows, pigs, turkeys, lambs, all these innocent animals to be butchered and murdered, terrified, begging for their life on their last day to save one human life? No.
I mean, technically, you are aware that the reason they torture these animals, but you are aware why they kill those animals, right? They kill those animals for survival. You see, saving a human is a different situation because, like, saving a human, that human lives like way longer. That would depend. I'm not gonna go on with some of the things because some of the people are kind of too sensitive to some of that shit, but like it would depend. But if people die from old age, like from 70, 80, probably 90 or 100, that's a different story because there are people actually live longer than animals. So saving a human life is probably way more important. I'm not saying you shouldn't save animal lives, like for like your dogs or whatever. Like if a dog is sick and needs to go to the hospital, I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying that, you know, humans live longer. But if you want your dog to live and that your dog is really sick, save your dog still, because that dog is still, or your cat or whatever, your dog, cat is still a part of your life. But you know what I'm getting at here, hopefully.
Get your priorities straight. Sentient beings are sentient beings. All animals have a right to live and not be murdered. And what we need on this planet is an animal bill of rights. That's what we need. That's what we're working for. An animal bill of rights. They have a right to legal representation in a court of law. They have a right to their own body integrity and not to be terrified, imprisoned, used as objects. Baby.
Hold on. Anyway.
Chicks have a right to live. Just because they're boys, they shouldn't be sentenced to a blender to be cut up in a million pieces just because you want eggs. Baby boy cows have a right to live. They have a right to their body integrity. They shouldn't be cut in the throat and turned into coats and jackets and boots and veal sandwiches. Go vegan. Start now. For help, go to howdoigovegan.com. Sign up for something called Challenge 22. For 22 days, they will help you. There's a mentor. They'll tell you what to buy. They'll explain everything to you. They'll hold your hand through the whole process. Go vegan. It's best for everyone, all humans. It's best for the planet.
What if a person has a health condition though, that they can't be vegan? See, that's the thing about vegan teacher being a bitch, is that she doesn't care if a person has health condition. She acts like people that have health conditions, the boy where they can be vegan. She doesn't believe in that because she's a bitch. All she cares about is the world being vegan.
It's best for the animals. Everyone wins. Nobody loses. Coming up on screen are going to be a bunch of other videos. Be curious, click on them. Look around my site and be vegan from now on. Let's follow that vegan teacher on.
No, I'm not hearing this. No, fuck you and everything. Anyway, bye guys.